Developmental psychology examines how people are continuing developing from infancy through old age. Most of its research centers around the three main subjects of nature versus nurture, continuity in stages, and stability and change. Developmental psychology is very broad in terms of different research areas. Let's look at one pair of developmental psychologists who shocked us all with the results of their experiments. Margaret and Harry Harlow used baby monkeys to study how human relationships work, and used science to study love and its impact on a young life, as well as to see how attachment interplays in the critical period. Attachment can be defined as an emotional tie with another person or thing, and critical period can be defined as the time when exposure to certain stimuli produce proper development. Harlow started his experiment by separating infant monkeys from their mothers shortly after birth and raising them in sanitary individual cages. He placed a cheesecloth baby blanket in with the baby monkey. What Harlow found was when the blanket was taken away to be cleaned, it caused the monkeys distress, and they would stay distressed until the blanket was returned. This was a surprising result because it contradicted the earlier notion that attachment comes from association with nourishment. This blanket gives no nourishment, only a sense of comfort. Harlow needed more evidence to back up his results. He designed a new study with infant monkeys and fake mothers. The monkeys were put in cages with two mothers. One was made out of wire with wooden head and a feeding bottle. The other was a cylinder covered in terry cloth. His new study showed the monkeys raised with both mothers preferred the terry cloth mother over the other. This backed up his previous hypothesis that the comfort from the mother was more important than the nourishment given by the other. In this study, he also put the baby monkeys in a situation that caused them to become very terrified. As soon as they were able, the baby monkeys ran and clung to the blanket mother. And when a monkey was raised with no mom and they became frightened, they retracted into their own world like reality didn't exist. They wouldn't even run to the cloth mother that was put in.
Through loud and clear in Harry Harlow's experiment was that early experience and the environment were crucial to the healthy development of the infant child. And that in a sense, if you messed up, if the right kind of maternal presence was not there during the critical years, then that infant might grow up to be an adult incapable of forming healthy relationships with other kinds of people.
Harlow's experiments show that nurturement is just as important as nourishment, and that babies and humans need love as much as they need sustenance, and love needs to start at birth for proper development.